We got
Married.
In Thailand, we kill. But all of them had a happy ending.
Bro, like Mahir, what the
Okay.
hell are you saying?
I'm-
Cut to Mahir wearing my heels and walking in London. This chick hold Mahir's hand and I'm like, no, boyfriend! How
Mommy,
can she slap?
How can she?
You look crazy right now.
Because the guy wanted to eat her.
Oh my god!
Known as this is the Zero Nazar podcast.
Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
And welcome to the Zero Nazar podcast.
With Palak and Mahir. I'm so happy. I can't believe we're doing our second episode also right now. And like our first episode is yet to come out, but it's gonna come out so
Yeah.
soon.
And the reason Palak is happy as well is because she's on a lot of painkillers.
Yeah.
Her neck is completely ruined.
It's fully gone.
So if you see her acting funny, which she usually,
Are you on painkillers?
I am not. I am just on no sleep because it's 2 a.m. But
Yeah.
she usually is funny. But today, if you see her acting funnier than usual, just know why.
Yeah, like my neck's been really giving me a lot of pain. And I'm just like hurt now. And I'm hurt by your words, Mr. Malhotra.
Well,
I think like your words are really hurting me, and all of this is just making me like super tired.
What?
I am so tired. Every day I wake up and I'm just like, imagine I wake up and I'm like, hey, मैं थक गई हूँ. Imagine कोई सो के उठा, and you know one of my friends did this once. She like woke up and she's like, uff, मैं कितनी थक गई हूँ. And I would judge her. I would be like, what is she like tired about? She's just woken up.
Yeah.
I am her now. I am much worse. I am so tired, and all I think about is just a vacation. All I need, all I dream about is a vacation.
But I think since the day I've met you, you've always needed a vacation every day of your life, even though we've taken a few vacations already.
They're not, Mahir, excuse me. Let me stop you. They were not vacations because you came to see me. Like, you came to see me in UK, I was residing there. You came to see me in Bombay, I was residing there. You came to see me in Gurgaon, I was residing there.
I'm definitely counting Gurgaon as travel
Just shut up.
and a vacation.
Just shut up. You
It's
like
so far from my house.
just so it's the same for me.
Of course.
Okay. I think the only vacation we've had, honestly, in its true sense, has been Thailand. Like, really, I dream about it. Like, waking up to ocean view, having my iced latte, calling room service, acting like I have 1,000 crores in my bank account. I love that life. I want to live that life. In fact, I'm going to manifest that life every single day.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I'm happy that I still have a life after what happened in Thailand.
What happened in Thailand?
So I got a death threat.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it, and you're not gonna believe this, but this is what they don't really tell you about Thailand. You know, it's amazing, Swadika Kapunka. It's amazing, but it's also a bit scary, especially like, you know how they say don't take pangas with people in Goa, the locals? It's like something like that in Thailand. So before I went, I was already really scared because my family's had some like bad experiences there. So when my mamu and all went, I remember my mamu told me that my cousin was there and my mamu got out of the cab to pay the cab. And these like 10 men in bikes, they came and they tried like abducting my cousin, and they actually took him and held him, and they told my mamu, go to your hotel, take whatever money you have, give it to us. Otherwise, we're going to take your child. My mamu went and he obviously got whatever money he could and he gave it. And that thankfully the cousin is still like with us and he's not like, you know, over there.
But what about like hotel secure? First of all, I cannot believe it. And I know the cousin you're talking about.
Yeah.
And like, but what the hell? And what about the hotel security? Like,
So this was on the road that this happened. And even like, so this happened, they had gone for local street shopping.
yeah.
And my to shop for her retail therapy is everything.
Yeah.
And she also tries on a lot of clothes, like by association, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but what happened was that she annoyed the shopkeeper so much that the shopkeeper ended up slapping her. How can she slap?
How can she slap?
How can she? And then when she tried sitting on the stool that the shop had, the shopkeeper kicked the stool and she fell. So I was already scared when we went.
That's. I'm so sorry, but little chills. Like chills. What the hell? And I imagine if I had gone street shopping because I really wanted to go to like Thailand street shopping and you guys didn't let me. But like if I had gone and if this had happened, we would have like died. Like because I would have retaliated no matter what.
Yeah, but like that's what's like not safe. And I don't think it was very safe when we went for that massage either.
Yeah. Like we
Dude.
literally got a threat. I mean, I didn't, Muskan didn't, Ishan didn't. You, because you are so annoying any which way. And of course you had to do something. Of course you had to land in that situation. Imagine the amount of like, I was scared, but more than I was angry at Yuki. How is he doing this once again?
You were not angry. You were laughing throughout.
Yeah, but I was like internally angry because I was like, ये मेरी nerves पे तो चढ़ता ही चढ़ता है, सबकी nerves पे चढ़ता है ये.
I just love annoying people. I love being like a little naughty, taking some pangas. All friendly. It's fun.
For?
Well, I'll tell you. So, to set some context, we went for 3 massages, okay? And not the type of massages you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay? But all of them had a happy ending per se, not like what you're thinking.
Bro, like Mahir, what the
Okay.
hell are you saying?
I'm digging myself a grave. Okay,
Yeah.
anyway, to set some context, we went for 3 massages, okay? The first one was a 10 on 10 luxury massage. We were all in the same room. It was just a foot massage. We only got foot massages. It was really, really nice.
Yeah,
so
they
we thought,
gave us like blankets also, and like it was recliner seats, and all of us started snoring.
Yeah.
Like one by one, we started snoring. It was just so good. So good.
yeah, so then we went, after this amazing experience, we decided to go for another massage.
Yeah.
That was okay, a 7 on 10.
Yeah.
Cool. Then we decided to go for a third massage. And it progressively got worse. The third massage, it's like 1 a.m. We're at a random street somewhere in Phuket. And we decide we're going to do a massage. So we take a cab to this random massage place we found off Google. We go. Firstly, it looks nothing like what it looked on Google. We go. So outside the shop, there were people and they were like negotiating. So we're like, 200 baht, too much. No, cannot, my friend. Like,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And they tried, like, they're like, okay, we understand, but our boss doesn't.
Yeah. The girls were nice out there. They're like, yeah, but like we're scared of a boss. Like, boss lady is coming, boss lady is coming. And we're like, yeah. So, and especially me, I was like, we're like Indians. I bargain at Sarojini. Boss lady kaun hai? I'm gonna bargain. And Mahir was also like, chalo, I'll also talk.
Comes out.
Jesus, boss lady comes out.
Boss lady comes out. I see light behind her. She walks in. I like imagine her walking with like red lights.
And botched face, big ass lips, like full like gangster lady vibe with like a tight bun over.
And cheeks this big, double the size of her lips. She was probably like 4 feet 5. But for the first time, I saw someone have eyebrows that were V-shaped.
Yeah.
It looked like Shinchan's mom. I thought she's gonna noogie me.
Jihan's mom.
Yeah, I thought she's gonna noogie me so soon. I was so scared. Yeah, so I thought I can like, just be a little naughty with her. She'll like, like the ice will break. She'll be fine with us. So her point of negotiation was that there's AC inside the massage parlor. So, okay, cool. I was like, AC, it's fine. We'll pay. We'll go. So these guys go before me. I had some work that I had to send to a brand. So I was on my phone. I go 2 minutes later. They're all lying down. I enter. And I'm like, there are 2 ACs, but neither are working. One is probably on like 26 and another one shut. So I'm feeling really hot. I go to the boss lady. I'm like, boss lady, please, like, I'm feeling hot. You said AC. There's no AC. Come on.
Yeah.
Boss lady scolds me. Everyone's laughing. All the workers there, all the masseuses, if that's what you say.
And
they're all...
Ishan Mukhi and
Yeah, everyone's laughing, right? So I thought it's all chill. Dude, I go. I lie down for my foot massage. I shut my eyes. Next thing, I open my eyes. The boss lady's here in front of me. And she looks at me and she says, you, in Thailand, we kill. Dude, I was like, I'm feeling so cold. The AC is amazing. Please, I'm
Right,
cold.
he's like, no, feeling very cold. And we were like laughing so hard. But at the same time, we knew that she actually was very serious because the 3 of us were laughing. Mahir got scared, but the like masseuses, they weren't laughing. Like, she literally scolded Mahir after saying in Thailand we kill, and she literally asked him, shut up and get your massage done and off. And like, buzz off.
And the massage was one of the worst massages I've had in my life. I was in more
Worst.
pain after.
Worst massage ever. We were thinking of getting another massage after that massage because we were like, what just happened? And then, while we were leaving, so like, we were just like thanking everyone while we were leaving. We were like, because we want to be safe, we don't want any gangsters around us. So first, like, Ishan, he said like Khapun Kha, Mukki said Khapun Kha,
Khapunka is thank you in
Yeah.
their language.
I said Khapun Kha to her, like the boss lady, and we were leaving. And Mahir, the guy who's already gotten scolded, is lost in his own world, and he's just like, Mahir's put his hands behind his like back, and he's like walking like always in his like own little world. And while he was walking out, the lady screams, lady's like, Khapun Kha! And then we're all like scared, and Mahir's like, Khapun Kha, Khapun Kha. And then all of us we don't leave, we run. We're like, oh my god, we need to yeet from here. But crazy story, like crazy story.
I just thought she didn't deserve a Khapunka that day.
She didn't deserve a Khapun Kha.
Yeah, like, of
She
course.
She didn't. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Well, even though the masseuse or the lady boss didn't kill me, Palak almost did. For no fault of mine before we start.
Yeah, no, it was a fault of yours also. Because why did
Let
you
them
make
judge. Let them
no,
judge.
No, why did you make a comfortable space enough for anyone to approach you?
Please tell.
So essentially, Jesus Christ. So we went to this place in Phuket. It's called Bangla Street, and it's like the party place in Phuket, but like the kind of place that you are imagining when you think of Bangkok, Phuket. That is the kind of place it is. Like, you're seeing like girls everywhere, and for the very first time, I felt like, you know, Mahir's feeling like how a girl feels in Delhi.
Wait, there were girls everywhere?
Just shut up. Like, first time I felt like, you know, Mahir must be feeling like how girls feel like in Delhi, because Mahir was holding my hand. And Mahir was like, don't leave me. And I'm like, chhod do. But then we decide to go clubbing. And we decided to go to the 9th best club in the world. Illusion. Amazing club. Amazing club. So good. The club was like too good. It just felt like you're entering into like a movie concert kind of situation. There are like balloons falling off of the ceiling, and then there's confetti. There are girls over the roof acting as chandeliers and like pouring free champagne over everyone. It was just another experience altogether, and I was like amazed. But something that I was not amazed with was Mahir's behavior there. Like, seriously. Okay, fine, it wasn't Mahir's fault. I just love getting mad at you. But like, as soon as we entered, there are again, like, even though it's the 9th best club in the world, there were like girls all around wanting to like get guys, wanting them to like spend money on them, and like, we know what we're talking about here, right? We know what we're talking about. So then we went inside and we're dancing. So it's like Mahir, like 2 of our friends are also there, and like 4 of us are like dancing. And there's obviously like, we don't have a table, so we're like dancing. And then like all around, left, right, center, back, everywhere I see, there are girls around guys, and like, it's just a situation that's happening. Now, for a second, I look around, I look towards my friend. This chick, she comes to Mahir and holds Mahir's hand and takes Mahir with her. Like, literally, physically takes Mahir with her. And I see my boyfriend being dragged, and I take my hand and I'm like, no, boyfriend! And then like, she like literally leaves. Okay, she leaves. And I like give Mahir a hug. But turns out, I look back, and this is what she's doing to Mahir. That, you know, like, I see you, let your girlfriend leave, and then like, I'm gonna come back at you.
She winked at me and did all of this, and I'm like,
So basically you stopped because I was there. What do you mean by this?
No.
What do you mean by this?
As in, like, stop. No. No. But should I tell you another place that is perfectly safe, but mostly I, made it unsafe for us.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to UK? So we had rented a car because we were going from, I think, like London, we were going to Scotland, and I thought I'll drive. So we had the drive to Isle of Skye, which also is the most beautiful place and the most beautiful drive you can have. But the thing was, now see, I'm used to driving in India.
Yeah.
Okay, and also I've rented a car. It's not my car, you know, haath nahi baitha and all of that.
I was also scared. Like, I didn't want to sit next to you.
Yeah, it takes time. So it started first. We're in the city only. This is before we've reached the highways. We're in the city only. Red light. I overtake and go right से, and everyone's looking like ये क्या कर रहा है इसने? India में तो इतनी सी भी जगह मिली और like zoom zoom, you're there,
Yeah.
right? And then after that we reached the highway.
Yeah.
And we started
The motorway.
driving the motorway.
Yeah.
And we started driving, and we were driving really fast. Firstly, वहाँ kilometers नहीं, it's in miles.
Yeah.
So it was like already like 80, 90, 100 miles. And in India, you can go anywhere. Any lane is a free lane. In fact, there
Yeah.
are no lanes. You can go
Yeah.
wherever, cut lanes, whatever. But over there, the rightmost lane is for speeding.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But like, we didn't know that first of all. And every time Mahir would go on 80, I'd be like, Mahir, हमारा चालान कट जाएगा. Mahir, we'll get a ticket. Mahir, the police will come because
They
also
don't
this is
even
my-
take chai pani there. So, you know.
This was the first time for me as well. So I'm like scolding Mahir every time he's even going at 72. And I'm like, look, the board said we're at 72. We're at 72, Mahir. Like, we like spent so much of money. People start honking at us. And then I'm like, Mahir, everyone's honking at us. Why are you doing this?
And they
Why are you
don't
doing
honk
this?
over there.
Yeah, so honking is like abusing right there. And I'm like fully giving it off to Mahir. I'm like, Mahir, like, I hate you. Why did you do this? Next thing, Mahir slows down further for me. He's like, okay, fine. Not at 70, the speed limit that was given there. Mahir starts at 65, 66. He's like, I'm trying to keep it under. People are still honking. Next thing, people start flipping us off. They're like overtaking and showing us the middle finger and going. Not one, not two, like
Everyone.
literally everyone showed us the middle finger and like they're like going. And then one auntie,
Dude, I think she'll like talk about us forever in her life.
yeah,
She looks, and instead of we thought like she didn't flip us off. She's just looking at us, and we thought, okay, cool. Now we're doing it fine. Next thing we see her, this is like how she passes us.
in disbelief, she इतना कोई stupid हो भी सकता
She's
है.
like, ये कैसे इतने गधे हो सकते हैं? क्या कैसे कर सकते हैं?
Yeah. And then like we're like, okay, like fine, we need to speed up. Then we start speeding up, we realize, but I was still scared for my life. But the most beautiful car ride I've ever had, the most iconic views I've ever seen. Guys, if you ever want to go for a trip in UK, please go to Isle of Skye. It is so beautiful.
And if you end up driving, please learn from us.
Don't learn from us. And like then next day we went for a trek. We went for
Yeah.
a trek, but we were like walking and we wanted to go, and it's this place called Fairy Pools. So we wanted to see like what it is, and like everyone's like really like talking about fairy pools, and it was like a huge fucking trek. So then we start walking, and we're like every 2 minutes we're like, hi, like how long do you think it'll take us? They're like, yeah, another like 1 hour, another 1 hour. And we're like, after every 2 minutes also, they're not even saying 40 minutes, 50 minutes, they're
Yeah.
always saying 1 hour.
And
only.
we're also like, trek pe aaye, chalo,
चलना तो पड़ेगा,
chalo.
चलना तो पड़ेगा. And then suddenly, somehow, there's like a group of girls
Not
and
just
like
girls,
guys.
it was like a full group.
Yeah, like 2 girls, 2 boys, whatever. And then like we see them lurking. Well, they're like, इनसे पूछे.
And दूर से दिख गया था
Yeah.
Indians है.
Yeah,
Why?
Indian-
Because they had prontes in their hand.
But yeah, they're like, इनसे पूछे. And then I was like, I look very approachable. So like, obviously, they had to approach me. And they're like, hi. And I'm like, hi. And then she's like, you know, my parents, they don't know that I've come here with my boyfriend. And I've tried to edit a few pictures already, but it's really not working out. And my mom's called me 1,000 times. Do you mind acting like my best friend in a picture? And I was like, of course. Of course, I want to act like your best friend in the picture. And literally, this is just us knowing for like 50 seconds. Like, we knew each other for 50 seconds. We clicked pictures while like hugging and like we're like, we did all of that. And Mahir's just standing there and seeing ki, isko hua
Dude,
kya?
Palak is giving her a kiss on the cheek, becoming full besties for the pictures. Camera would shut, both of them would become awkward again. Cameras would start, bestie, bestie. I was like, whoa.
That's just girls. Like, girls.
It was nice
I'm a
to
girl's
see.
girl.
Yeah.
And she was a girl's girl. So we were all girls.
I remember you even sent a voice note to auntie.
Oh yeah. Hi auntie, how are you? Really missing
ये
you.
मेरे साथ है आप टेंशन मत लो कोई boys नहीं है यहाँ. But speaking of the story of where we like got flipped off, I remember when we came back to London after that, we took only cabs, like we weren't driving at all. And something really iconic happened, this one cab ride. So the night started with us clubbing.
We were in London.
I did something, I think, like so sweet for Palak and her friend. That took a lot from me. You know, but it was also so liberating. I can't explain. Not liberating, you know what I mean.
Like, I don't know what you mean, bro.
Okay, tell what I did.
Yeah, so we went to a club and then again, like, I was wearing heels. And while I'm wearing heels, my mood does get off. So I can't dance, I can't really party. And obviously, like, if my mood is off, I take it off on who? Mahir.
Blink twice for help.
But no, I was just really irritated with Mahir because he had done something the previous night, but any which way. But yeah, so basically I like was wearing heels and then Mahir, I told Mahir, give me your shoes. And my best friend was like, yeah, Mahir, you can do this much for Palak. And then Mahir's like, she is anyway so mad at me, I can't even say no. So Mahir's like, fine, I'll give you my shoes. And I said, no, I want your shoes with your socks. Because I can't wear shoes without socks. So then after that, I wore Mahir's shoes and socks, but it was really cold, right? So I told Mahir, what are you going to wear? And then he's like, I don't know. And then I'm like, how about my heels? And then Mahir's like, yeah, I don't think it's going to be tough any which way. Cut to Mahir wearing my heels and walking in London. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And he's like, it's not that tough. It's not that tough. A minute later, Mahir's like, please give me my shoes. Give me my shoes.
I just wanted to prove that it can't be that tough to wear heels. So I wore it for, again, max a minute. Ankle swollen, ankle twisted twice. Girls, I feel you.
Yeah. I ended up wearing socks and Mahir ended up wearing his shoes.
But then we sat in a cab.
Oh my god. This is
And
like,
the most iconic thing happened.
we got
Married.
fake married.
Fake married. It was like a Vegas, Sasta Vegas in
Sasta
London.
Vegas, yeah. So essentially, like, oh my god. So essentially, like, my best friend Mahir and I were in the cab, and then like whatever, like Mahir was also saying sweet things to me in the cab. Like he's like saying like I'm such a nice person, blah 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 blah, whatever. And then like the cab driver caught on to the fact that like we're a couple. So then after that, the cab driver is like, you guys seem in love. And then we said, yeah, we are. And then he asked Mahir, he said, are you serious about her? And then Mahir said, yeah, like, of course I'm serious about her. He still asked me also, theek hai, ki like, are you serious about him? So I said, yeah. And do you want to marry her? And then Mahir just said, yeah, of course, I see us getting
Let's
married.
go to a church. Let's do it right now.
Yeah, then and we were like a little bus. So like Mahir's like, yeah, let's go to a church. Let's do it right now. The cab driver says, I am an actual officiator. I'm a certified officiator. And then we're like, whoa, what the hell? And then my best friend's like, woohoo, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now.
These best friends.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. And he's like, it seems like you guys are going to last. And then he asks us, he officiates a fake wedding for us in our 15-minute cab ride. And like, we say I do. So we did get fake married. Child marriage it is.
I remember I told these guys, I'm paying for the cab. You guys go like stand outside. I went back in the cab and I'm like, are you actually an officiator? Like, मेरे को मम्मा को बताना पड़ेगा, शादी हो गई है. UK से शादी करके आ गया बच्चा. My mom will be shocked. Turns out he was not actually an officiator.
Yeah.
But he kept it up for the cab, right? So
Yeah.
5 out of 5 for him.
Like London was such a good trip for you, and like such a good visit for me.
What?
I'm on painkillers.
She's acting funny again.
Okay, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Would you rather have me on all your boys trip, or would you rather have yourself on all my girls trip?
Oh my god. I would rather have you on all my boys trip because that's more of like a dream come true, you know? It's like both the God, you laugh. No, I
You look crazy right now. Like you look
No,
like you look like you were gonna kill
it's,
me.
It's late. No. But if I had to choose, I would be very happy with you going on a girls trip, me going on a boys trip, but I would choose you coming on a boys trip. I'll tell you why.
No, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
You are not invited on a girls trip anymore. And I thought I'll take you to like Paris or something.
इतने बूझी हो?
मैं हूँ बूझी.
Paris.
Yeah, मुझे आंसर ही नहीं जानना आपका.
Guys, Palak sees those network towers and thinks it's Eiffel Tower. Iska Paris.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Like I was gonna take you to Paris, bro.
I'll tell you why I don't think you should be considering girls trips right now.
Bye.
I heard this crazy story.
Of course, you heard another crazy story.
I love doing this. This is what I do from 12 to 2 a.m. Okay? So,
When Maher's not talking to me.
because you are sleeping, you sleep early. Anyway, so this story is of a girls' trip. I think they went to Australia or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But they had a pact that no one is going to go two guys or go with a guy anywhere, and it's going to be a girls' trip, and they're all going to be girls, all of that, the
Yeah.
regular stuff. First night, they go out. One of the girl breaks the pact.
Yeah.
So the girl ends up going to a guy's house that she
Yeah.
really hits it off with. There, the guy tells her, okay, like they're hitting it off, they're a bit drunk, whatever. The guy says, like, take off your top, I'm gonna give you a massage. The girl
my
says,
God.
ooh, okay, cool, foreign guy, whatever. The girl, like, takes off her top, she lies down. The guy goes to the washroom, and the girl starts feeling, like, really weird. She gets a bad, like, instinct, bad, like, gut feeling. The guy comes out, he has a cream in his hands. He starts applying the cream on her back, giving her a massage. And she, like, just starts feeling, like, really weird while the massage
Yeah.
is happening. And she, like, you know, was not feeling, like, very good anyway because she was drunk. She gets up, she says, I'm going to the washroom. But, like, because of the bad feeling, she ends up running out of there.
Okay.
Okay, and she goes back to her girls, and the girls are like, oh, you broke the pact. And she's like, you know, like, leave me, like, breaking the pact. But my back itches a lot. The girls are like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
She said he gave me a massage, nothing. So she takes off her top so the girls can see what happened. And they see that her skin is getting like, very flaky.
Yeah.
They put like whatever
More
foreign
cream and stuff.
foreign soframycin version, whatever they would have.
Yeah.
They put all of that. Like now it's 2 days, 3 days. And like, you know, it's like her skin is getting worse and worse. And she's constantly itching, it's spreading everywhere. Her skin is starting to peel off.
Yeah.
So they take her to the doctor. Now they're all worried.
Yeah.
The doctor checks her. The doctor panics. The doctor goes. And the next thing you know, the doctor calls the cops. The cops show up. The cops look at her. They understand everything that happened, the description of the guy and everything. Turns out, this guy, the cream he was using, he was trying to soften up her skin in some way because the guy wanted to eat her.
Oh my god!
The guy was a cannibal.
Oh my god!
Exactly. So I'm
Chills.
scared. Yeah. So that's why I'm scared of you like going on girls trips. And even if you go, just don't go with any guys, please.
Yeah, obvio. So hard for us girls. And I'm literally just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Would you rather find out your best friend is cheating on a trip and accidentally post a story about it? Or would you rather find that their partner is cheating on a trip that you are on?
Best friend's partner.
Yeah. And top it off, your best friend is going to propose to the partner on that trip, and you found out that that person's cheating.
I would rather have the best friend's partner cheat because that way at least no blame is on me. I'm good because I told like something so I didn't like keep it in. Second, I'll just like save him from like a bad girl.
But like he's like so in love and he's just going to propose to her.
Well, wrong girl though. Like he shouldn't be in love with her. What would
Yes,
you do?
Same opinion.
Yeah.
Same opinion.
Imagine because of you, you
Yeah.
expose like someone.
Yeah, and that
But
to your best friend.
I'll tell you, let's say your best friend is cheating on their partner on a trip. Would you tell the partner that like they cheated, or would you help keep it a secret?
Not my monkeys, not my business.
Talking about monkeys, our followers. I'm kidding. I love you guys. And why I love you so much is because you sent us so many DMs
Yeah.
with your crazy stories, and we picked out the one that we thought was the craziest.
Yeah.
And we're going to be reacting to that. If you don't know, you can leave your you can email us, you can comment down below, you can DM us with your craziest stories, anything you need advice on, and even if you want to call in and talk to us,
Yeah.
and we'll be reacting, which is what we're doing.
He's
Follow reacts coming up. He basically told us that he lived in a boys' hostel, and there was a boys' hostel for 4 floors, and each there was a girls' hostel for 4 floors.
Yeah.
So one day he was walking and boys hostel के side में he ended up seeing a girl and he asked the girl कि यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो, तुम्हें पता नहीं है, allowed नहीं
Yeah.
है.
Yeah.
And the girl said that what do you think I'm doing here? The girl winked at him.
Ah,
So this
she's
guy-
flirting.
She flirting. The guy started like thinking about her and he's like, I have to talk to this girl, I have to talk to this girl. So he went and got her number.
Yeah.
But in their hostel, there was a rule that you can't talk for too long at night in the corridor. Because people had roommates and stuff, he's saying. So they would always talk in the corridors.
Fair.
So everyone used to talk like at different times, whatever. The warden got really annoyed. And the warden came and the warden said, like, listen, you guys are not allowed to talk. And he called all the boys, like, who were talking at night.
Yeah.
The warden scolds and the warden goes, these guys start talking and they're like, oh, who's your girlfriend? Who do you talk to? Who do you talk to? Whatever. They all find out and realize that 8 of them were talking to the same girl. They were all talking to the same girl.
What the hell?
So then they came up with this master plan
Yeah.
of that they're all going to trap this
Yeah.
girl. So what they did was this guy told us that he was apparently the best looking out of the group, common consensus. And he was the only one who's going to continue talking to this girl. Everyone else, the 7 others, stopped talking to this girl.
Yeah.
They called her to this cafe.
Yeah.
So right now it's just the most attractive guy and the girl.
Yeah.
While they are like sitting on their like date, fake date,
Yeah.
all the 7 others walk in. The girl starts crying, shouting, and she tells all of them that she's going to do some kind of case on them if they don't like leave her alone.
Yeah.
They left her alone. But this girl, not just 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, she 8 timed. Like there's some octopus timing.
Octopus timing. That's a crazy story, yaar. That's so crazy.
And on that note, this is the end of episode 2. Let us know what you want us to talk about in the next episode. Do interact, go follow our socials.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is our time. And we just want to say, no nazar.
And until next time, it's been your boy,
No, it's not. It's been your boy, MXM. Maximus Memories.
Maximize memories. No nazar, guys. Follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I don't even feel like leaving you guys. Love you. See you next week. Same time.